Hello guys, Unoraptormon here. Welcome back to the Cat Lady.
No. Sorry.
Oh, that's odd. Are you sure?
Yes? I thought about celery. Now let's go. Joe can come back any minute, and you don't want to meet him. He is not a nice guy.
Alright, so we've kicked Joe off the list. So yay! Alright, so... see if I can get in here. Nope, still can't. Alright, staircase. The only thing I can think to do is go to the 4th floor. I don't think she'll do it though. So we gotta find a pair of scissors. Hold on, let's go to the ground floor, see if I can find anything there. Mill. Alright, let's go down here. See if there's anything I can get. Pipes, coal chute. Fair point. What? What? Huh? Wall looks fresh. Okay. So now I'm going to be carrying that around. Where in the world am I going to get a pair of scissors? No. I think we've done everything we can in there. Actually, let's try to go up here. See if we can't go. I know we can't go to 8 because that's the one with the baby, and I don't think Susan would do it. To pull them out, I'd cut off the electricity for both flats. Unfortunately, there are two firmly attached to the meter. Well, that's not useful.
It's just a tripped fuse, don't worry. I'll just flip this switch and we're back on.
Jesse, can we talk to you for a second?
Sure, but not right now. I'm right in the middle of something.
Crap. Okay, so that's not gonna work. I'll be back after I figure out where the scissors are.
So, what next?
Maybe we can find some clues in the mail? There's a mailbox in the hall.
Oh my gosh, I'm a dummy. Okay, so, silly me. I forgot. Hey, Mitzi can pick a freaking lock.
Do you think you can unlock this mailbox?
I think I can most certainly unlock this mailbox.
Then do it quickly. Someone can come in any minute.
I don't know why I didn't
A
think
little
about that
room for
earlier.
the master locksmith.
Really?
Could you step away towards the stairs and turn around? Please?
Master criminal, if anything.
Done. Here's all the mail. Hide it in your pockets and let's get out of here. It was mostly junk mail and leaflets. I threw those away.
Not here. She'll be back any minute and we'll get caught red-handed. Dr. Frank Zellman appears he's Joe's shrink. Apparently Joe failed to attend his weekly sessions recently. Oh well, looks like Joe's just as messed up as I am. Or worse, who knows? I should be the last to make judgments, really. Alright, so...
Well, well. Looks like Pauline is looking for a babysitter. This letter says she's supposed to interview an agency nanny later today.
Great. I could be a nanny.
It's certainly worth a try, but I should warn you. I don't want to have anything to do with that baby. You're gonna have to handle this on your own.
Sure, I understand. Leave it to me, Mrs. A.
Alright, 4th floor we go.
Coming!
Right. Step back. I'll handle this.
Oh, hello?
Hi. I've heard you're looking for a babysitter. Is that correct?
Well, yes, that's correct.
Look no further. My name is Mitzi Hunt. I'm currently a student, but I'm great with children. And I could really use a job. These school tuitions get pretty expensive these days.
Okay, maybe. But why is Mrs. Ashworth here? Hello, Mrs. Ashworth.
Hi, Pauline. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. I haven't seen you for ages. Are you here to apply for a job as well?
No, of course not.
Oh, I'm Mrs. Ashworth's lodger. She kindly offered me a room and we've been living together for the last couple of weeks. I mentioned to her I was looking for a job. My parents pay for the room and school fees, but I could do with some extra spending money.
She's a
So,
pretty skilled
anyway,
liar.
I'm starting this course on child psychology next semester, and I thought it would be useful to get some hands-on experience with little children. My mother always says you have to get your hands dirty to learn something properly. Not that you get dirty hands looking after babies, just metaphorically speaking.
Well, it can get dirty. I hope you understand the job would involve changing nappies too.
Yes, of course. I don't have a problem with that.
Yes, well, you sure sound enthusiastic. Would you like to come in? Both of you?
It's okay. I'll wait.
I could really do with your support. You know how shy I get sometimes.
Yes. Well, you'll... Okay.
Poor Ashworth. Poor Susan.
You owe me.
We need to work together on this. I'll do the talking, I promise.
Fine. Just don't overdo it.
It's too late for that, Mrs. A.
Clearly.
What a nice flat. I love the wallpaper. Very retro.
Thanks. I decorated it myself just before Alyssa was born. Please follow me. We can talk in the living room.
I'll need you to drag her away.
How the hell am I supposed to do that?
I don't know. I'm sure you can think of something.
Why don't you think of something? I told you I don't do babies. I feel so uncomfortable here. I'd gladly blend with this cheesy wallpaper that you like so much and disappear.
Huh.
No, so do I. Do you think I know anything about babies?
Clearly
No.
not.
But I'm trying to fake it, and so far she's buying it. Look, I need you to stay cool and come up with something that'll make her leave the room. Got it?
But that's where the problem is. I can't think of anything.
Just play it by ear, yeah?
Alright, here we go. They're mostly photos of a baby. There are a couple of Pauline and her ex. His face missing on each one of them. If she wants to cut this guy out of her life so badly, why won't she just take these pictures down? It might be because they're all she's got of the babies.
I should let you know from the start that looking after a toddler is not an easy task. They're just beginning to crawl, they're very curious, and sometimes they can cry for no apparent reason. And my Alyssa, well, she is a very noisy child. Did you have any previous experience with children?
Yes, I used to babysit my neighbor's kids.
Excellent. I know we all have to start somewhere, but it helps if you at least know the basics. I'd like to get back to work soon, you see. Just part-time for now. That's why I need someone to stay with her. I'm not going to find it easy to be apart from Alyssa, but my career has always been important to me as well. They won't wait for me forever. If I don't do this now, they'll just replace me.
Yikes.
Where's Alyssa's dad? Do you mind me asking?
I'd rather not talk about it. It's personal. As far as I'm concerned, Alyssa hasn't got a father.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked.
See?
No, it's alright, but I just don't like talking about it. I'm sure you'll understand.
There just isn't enough support for working parents.
Tell me about it. If I don't get back to work in 2 weeks' time, they will cut my maternity pay in half.
Yikes.
So I haven't really got a choice. It's
But
either
then
this
again, the
or
next thing I
Alyssa
think
and
is,
me
dude,
will
at least
pay
you
for
have
life in
maternity
prison.
pay.
Where do you work?
I'm a hotel manager.
Ah.
It's a very competitive industry, but I've always loved it. I miss it a lot.
I have a great connection with kids. I'm sure I can manage with Alyssa.
Okay, I don't doubt that. How about, would you like to hold Alyssa for a minute? We should probably see if she likes you first.
Yes, definitely. But I ought to wash my hands first.
Your hands?
My hands. I must have touched a million things on my way here. As much as I want to hold her, I just don't think it's safe, you know?
Really? What have you been touching?
Oh, you know, just ordinary things, this and that.
You look pretty clean. I'm sure it'll be okay.
Well, if you must know,
Something with doctors.
I just had a bad cold. Still sneezing a lot.
Oh. If that's the case, then I would very much prefer that you wash your hands. I'll show you to the bathroom. Would you mind answering the door for me?
Sure, no problem.
It's probably just my friend Kate. Just let her in, please. Is that okay? The bathroom's this way. Follow me.
Your turn, Mrs. A.
Seriously.
Do something. Anything.
Fine. Make sure you scrub those dirty hands really well. I need a bit of time.
That's actually probably impressive.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Are you Kate?
I've been sent by the agency. My name is Rita Tickle. May I come in, please?
Her.
Agency? What agency?
The Happy Nanny Babysitters Agency, of course. We bring fun and professionalism into childminding at a discount price. May I come in, please?
Wait, just hang on a second.
I believe we have an appointment. It was confirmed by post. Didn't you get a letter?
Hang on, I said.
Jeez, people are budgy.
Wrong address. Beat it, Four Eyes.
I'm sorry, is this flat number 8?
No, it's number 18. Now go away, or I'm calling the cops.
So, you're not looking to employ a childminder?
How do I say it so you would get it? No.
The sign says number 8. It can't be wrong.
When I said beat it, which part did you not understand?
There must have been some kind of mix-up. I'd better call the office and find out what happened.
Yeep. It's big TV. There's the scissors. Stupid woman leaving baby right next to a pair of sharp scissors. Lots of photos of Pauline and her ex. His face has been cut out, every single one of them. You're running water. I must hurry. They could be out any second. Pauline's laptop. Okay.
So, was it my friend at the door?
No, just some door-to-door salesman.
Well, I hope you told him to go to hell. I honestly don't know what these people are thinking.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm sure it's Kate this time. I'll let her in if you'll excuse me for a minute.
Wait! I think I've got something in my eye.
Right.
I can't touch my eye. I'll need some help to get it out.
You'll be fine. Just go back to the bathroom and use one of my cotton buds. Don't be such a baby, Mitzi.
Okay.
I'm feeling really sick all of a sudden.
Oh. Do you think you're actually going to throw up?
Yes, definitely. Oh, yes.
Quickly go back to the bathroom. I don't mean to be rude, but this is a very expensive carpet.
Will you come with me? Please? What if I faint? I'm scared. Everything's just spinning around.
Good actor.
Can Mrs. Ashworth go with you for a change?
It's okay. I'll answer the door and let your friend in, yeah?
Well,
Well, then again, it might
fine.
also be
I'll put
Australia.
Alyssa in her bed for a minute and I'll come with you.
Oh, bloody hell.
It's you? Again?
Hello. Is this flat number 8? My name is Rita Tickle from the Happy Nanny Agency. May I come in, please?
Get lost, or I'll call the cops. Now!
You are looking for a nanny, yeah? I have 10 years experience and training in child discipline techniques and behavioural psychology. Also, I am known for good personal hygiene, strong work ethics, and I only take one break every 5 hours. Just to use the restroom.
Wow, I really didn't want to know that. Now, leave me alone and piss off. I'm busy.
You don't need a nanny.
For 100th time, no. I don't need you. No babies here. I ate them all.
What?
The hell?
Wow. Now you're listening.
You're an evil person. You'll go to hell for doing that to your baby.
Oh. Well, at least I won't meet you there. That's something.
I've actually never heard that before. This is pure suicide. I can't do that shit anymore. Must be a safer way.
These scissors seem sharp enough. Let's create some diversion. I hope this is what Mitzi had in mind.
Ugh, not that again.
What happened to the lights? I'm terrified of the dark. I can't move. Oh God, can't breathe.
Calm down, it's alright. Probably just that stupid meter. It must have run out of money again. It's not even that dark.
Please, you got to do something about it. I think I'm going to faint.
Well,
Fine,
considering
just stay in my bedroom.
traumatic
There'll still be plenty of sunlight
experience.
there at this time of the day. I'll go outside and put some money on the meter. It'll only take a minute.
Right. Let's do it.
Was that you, Mrs. Ashworth? What happened?
No idea. Maybe it's a blackout, like in the old days.
It's probably just the meter. Let me see.
So it's not her either. What a waste of time. It's time to leave. This interview is over.
I don't get it. The cable's been cut. But why would anyone do that?
I think we're going to go now. This whole power cut gave me a terrible headache.
Is that you, Mitzi? But we haven't finished yet. Have you changed your mind about the job?
No, of course not. I'm just scared of darkness. And I still feel sick, you know. Perhaps we can continue some other time.
I've had it. I'm getting a new fuse box.
Was that you, Jesse?
Yeah. How are you doing, Pauline?
Well, we need the power back. Can you do something?
Yeah, I can easily fix that. There's an electrical store that's open till late. I'll get some stuff and I'll be back before you know it.
Bear in mind it's not just the fuse box, it's the cable this time.
I'll get a new cable too, don't worry. But in the meantime, go home, find some candles and chill, yeah?
Thanks, Jesse. That's awfully nice of you.
Well, it was great seeing you, but we're going to leave now.
Hello.
Who's that?
My name is Rita Tickle.
Rita who? What the hell is going on here? Do you know this woman, Mrs. Ashworth?
I've never seen her before in all my life. Now she'll think we are absolutely crazy.
I wouldn't worry too much. You're not exactly the most popular neighbor in the house anyway.
Thanks.
Jeez.
What? You don't actually care what those idiots think, do you?
No, of course not.
Wow.
It's just that Pauline seems all right. I'm not too proud of causing her all this trouble.
It'll get fixed soon. Look, Jesse's gone out. We can now get inside flat 7 and see what he's been up to.
Okay, yeah. That sounds good.
We'll hop in there
We can also
next.
cross Pauline off the list. I've searched through her internet history, and needless to say, there's nothing exciting there.
Alright. So, let's see. Let's go to 4-4. Oh, come on. Really?
Now that he's gone, we can get inside.
Yes, let's do that.
I'll close my eyes and you pick that lock, Mitzi.
Okay, but no peeking.
I'd never. You've really hurt my feelings now.
Yeah. Now close them.
Good grief.
There. Job done.
Jesus. Are these...
Relax, Mrs. A. They're just Halloween masks.
Oh, good. That's good.
Yikes.
Because I swear, if I see another bloody head...
Go hockey. Seems someone's cut the power off. Or no power. Oh, there we go. Plugged in here, if only we had access to a working electrical outlet. So, funny you should mention that.
So, who's got windows over this side of the building?
Flat one?
Well, Joe Davis lives right below. I guess we could also check one flat below Joe's. I just hope the cable's long enough.
Let's find out, shall we?
I have a feeling that Jesse is actually a gamer because of his PC setup.
Mrs. A? What does depression feel like?
Well, it feels like all I want is to die, but I have to live.
Yeah, I fully agree with that.
That's funny. Most of the time I feel like I want to live, but I have to die. Right. I should be able to use that computer now. Could you give me 5 minutes, Mrs. A?
Sure. Why not? I'll keep an eye on the door.
It's not him either. God damn it.
basement.
We need to make some adjustments.
Snip, 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 snip.
Now this is a dress worthy of the cat widow.
Why don't you admit it was too small for you?
Ha ha, bloody ha. Why don't you just shut up?
Sit.
Whoever wore this dress probably hadn't eaten in years.
Possibly Ivy,
You'd
considering
struggle to
the
get a
Quiet
skeleton
Haven
into
thing in
it.
the background.
This is it. We've got all we need.
Great. Are you going to tell me about the cat widow now?
Yes, it's story time, Mitzi.
Oh, joy!
The legend says there was once a bad man who hated cats. He hated his neighbors too, and his job. And when it rained, he'd curse and smash things. He hated his bald head and his weak, ugly body. He probably hated himself the most, although he would never admit it.
I think I see where this is going.
One day, out of pure hatred for the whole world and everything that lives, he captured a family of cats and drowned them all in the river. That day, the sun turned black and all the birds went silent as the 6 kittens struggled for life. But trapped in a strong canvas bag, they never had a chance. They all died that day. All but one.
Makes me want to cuddle my
The
cats
mother cat,
now.
in a desperate fight to set herself free, by pure luck, clawed her way out of the bag and swam to the shore. She lost everything that day. Her beautiful children and her proud husband. Her heart crashed into pieces as she watched their limp, dead bodies stolen by the current. Running after them, she followed them for days, for as long as she could. Then, eventually, she lost sight of them. She stayed on the bank of the river for a while. The world stopped turning for her, her eyes empty and blind. And then, one day, she slowly slid down the bank and into the cold, dark water. She gave in to it. She let the river take her away too, cover her mouth, her ears, her eyes. But as the water filled her lungs, and she started slipping into darkness, there was another strange feeling that burst in her mind like a ball of flames. Anger, rage even. Her last craving, before she drowned, was for revenge, for blood. And so she returned, reborn and changed, a cat widow, veiled in black, mistress of the cats. Her body of a young woman, but her eyes of a cat, and her face, white, rotten, face of a corpse. Those who saw it rarely lived to tell the tale. She would get her revenge on all cat killers and cat torturers. But there was someone she had to see first, someone special. Someone she really hated the most. As the evening came, it was strangely quiet in the man's flat. As he lived alone, he usually liked to fill the silence with the sound of radio or TV shows. But that night, he switched them all off, feeling anxious and tired after work. He tried to sleep, but couldn't. And for once, there wasn't anyone there he could blame for it. As he stared through the window, he kept thinking about how much he hated that view. He liked it once, a long time ago, when his wife was still there and they were happy together. Suddenly, he heard knocking on the door. Some part of him was glad, because that meant he could take it out on whoever decided to bother him.
Okay, I have no control. But you can tell that because the UI, user interface, is dimmed.
There was nobody there. He almost felt disappointed, but before he turned to walk away, he suddenly noticed something down the hall. He noticed a shadow of a cloaked figure standing ahead.
Still no control.
He stopped again. He couldn't believe his eyes. Someone wrote "Cat Killer" on his door. He had a passion for trains. Although he hated being a train driver, he had always enjoyed watching them move.
Irony.
But now, his train model was moving all on its own. He was absolutely certain he'd left it switched off. And yet, there it was, running at crazy speed, remote control missing. Something was seriously wrong, and that something had entered his home now too. He hoped he was just imagining things, tired as he was. But there was another surprise waiting for him in his bedroom. "Cat Widow is here," was written all over the wall. Getting really scared now, he decided to call the police.
Basically, when dialogue options come up is when I have control right now.
His phone was of no use. The SIM card had been removed, and that wasn't even the worst part. There was a photo of a black cat set as screensaver. He remembered this cat. He'd watched that strange pest control man put it in a cage and into his van. He'd looked at it through the window for a while, then pulled the curtains and went to bed. As in a dream, he went to the kitchen to get a drink. There was no water. He knew there were valves in the basement that turned it off, but no one's been down there for years. He felt sick. None of this made any sense. And yet, deep down, he knew what he did to the cats was wrong. There was a part of him that almost wanted to be punished. The part he tried so hard to hide. He thought he'd heard something in the corridor. Was there someone there with him? His head was spinning. He felt ambushed, trapped, like an animal. He had to get out of there. He stopped, paralyzed. He'd heard something right in front of him. A whisper. More like a purr. She was there, in the dark corner of his living room, waiting. Black veil covering that pale, dead face. And yet, he could almost feel Cat Widow's eyes piercing through him. She came closer, like a ghost, and swiftly removed the veil. She came back for him, to take him to the river, to make him pay for what he'd done. As he looked into her eyes, he could feel the world spinning around him, his knees go weak, his pants suddenly wet around his crotch. As much as he hated life, he didn't want to die either. Inside, he was just a big, stinking coward. And then he fainted. Did you see his face? I knew he'd fall for this.
Yeah, we scared the living shit out of him. That's teamwork. Are you sure he won't know it was you, though?
Oh, he probably will, once he's had time to think about what happened. But he's too proud to ever admit he's been beaten by a woman. I know I'm just about enough to know that.
Let's hope so. I don't want you to get in trouble because of me.
No. That was something I had to do for myself, and I feel much better for it.
The only problem now is that we still haven't found Eye of Adam. Because it definitely isn't Brian.
Well, the only
I've
computer
searched
you
through
haven't
his
checked is
laptop,
flat
and all I
5.
found was a load of porn.
Let's cross him off the list.
Well, that means we've checked everyone. We've hit a brick wall. Perhaps I was wrong. Maybe he doesn't live here at all.
I think we need to sleep on it, and we might get some more ideas in the morning. Shall we head back home?
Yeah, I do feel tired. You're right, we need some sleep. Really wish there was an elevator in this building. What's that? A note? What does it say, Mrs. A?
You will not believe it. Meet me at midnight, both of you. I will wait. Flat 5. Door will be open. Do not fear. Eye of Adam.
Flat 5. That's the old guy. Can't be. It can't be him.
It could be that the guy's living with him.
I guess we'll find out. At midnight. We've got a few hours until then. Let's get some coffee.
Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and check time real quick. Yeah, let's finish it.
It's just you and me, my love. No one will find us here. Stop worrying, Ivy. It will be all right. I will always love you. You know that. I'm gonna make you all better.
The wall looks fresh. What the heck is she hooked up to? Chapter 7. Don't feed the troll. Good advice for anyone who wants to be on Tumblr. What the? Why are you here? Okay, this imagery makes no sense to me. Kinda wish I had that pair of scissors. I don't like the look of that water. There isn't a single fish in the tank. I don't like the fact that those things are there.
Just look at this door. Crazy son of a bitch. That's not gonna stop us. I think there's someone in the kitchen. Are you Adam?
Me? No, of course not. I don't have anything to do with all this foolishness. Never have. It's my son.
Told you.
I've told him time and time again, but he never listens. I've done my best to protect that boy, you know. I'm all he's got left in the world since his mama died, but it just wasn't enough.
Where is he then? Where's Adam?
He's in his room. Where else would he be? He's always in his room, staring at that screen for as long as he can. Look, I've made up my mind about this. I want to help you. This mess he's in, it's gone too far. I can't be part of this.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you don't understand. He's watching us. Right now, he can see us on his camera. He's very clever with this stuff. I never got my head around it. Just as much as I needed to, I guess. But not a lot.
Give us the key to his room. I want to talk to him.
Look, it's a trap. He knows why you're here, and he will kill you. Both of you. But he will not kill me. He won't dare. All these years, I've looked after him well. He owes me everything. It breaks my heart to do this now. What choice do I have? He left me this. I was supposed to keep it for myself, but I want you to take it. He won't dare to kill his own father. I won't let two innocent lives be lost because of him.
What is it?
Just take the damn thing. There's not much time. Didn't you hear me? He's watching.
What is it, Mrs. A?
It's a shoebox.
Take it away. Get rid of it. He must see that I don't have it anymore.
Shall we open it?
Oh God. Mitzi, we have to get out of here. Quickly. It's a gas mask. He's going to poison us.
Called it.
It's too late.
Shit. Oh, shit. Shit. Shit.
No! Stop that, Adam. You're going to kill your father.
We'll never make it to the door. That room is filling up with gas too quickly. Put the mask on, Mrs. A.
What about you? No, I can't.
You've got to. This is your only chance.
No, I can't let you die. Not like this.
It's my fault that you're here. I'm dying anyway. And you've got to live, Mrs. A. You'll live and you'll be happy again. You've been a great friend, Mrs. A.
No. You've got a date, and I'll make sure you turn up for it.
I can't.
There is no time to argue. I'll be fine. Now. Do it!
Sacrifice. Got another achievement. That's quite a few.
Mitzi, think of a vegetable while I'm gone.
Jeez. And okay. We're back in limbo. And getting hit with some lag. My.
Welcome home, darling. I've been waiting for you. What took you so long?
Say what you've got to say and let's finish this. I'm tired of you. Tired of all this madness. I just need to get back.
Very well. I'm not planning to keep you long. Let's go inside. I have one last job for you. There are still 2 candles left, Susan. You know how this works. A soul for a soul.
And that's it. I blow out the last candle, and I'll never have to see you again.
Only if you blow out the right one. I'll never bother you again. Isn't that what you want? But if you choose wrong, it will be your life extinguished forever. Just take a deep breath and do it.
But how should I know which one's right?
That's the thing, Susan. You can't know that. In life, you can't always know the consequences before you make a decision. Haven't you learned that yet?
Yeah, I hate
That's not
that
fair.
fact.
Nothing is fair.
That is true. Nowhere on your
You
birth
opened
certificate,
your
birth
heart
certificate did it say
talking
life was
to the
fair.
doctor, and he butchered you like an animal. Then those disgusting cannibals, they'd chop you up and cook you for dinner if you'd let them. And what about the man with the flowers? All that he wanted was to hear you play before he split your skull open. The way your husband treated you,
Was
the way
wrong.
your neighbors laughed at you for years, just for being different. You did not deserve all that, and yet it happened. Am I forgetting something?
Shit happens.
Oh, yes, of course. Most of all, was it fair that...
Shut up!
Your child died.
Just shut up, you ugly bitch! Now I know who you really are. All those feelings I had in me for years. That bitter guilt and self-pity. That hatred for myself and everyone else. You are that miserable illness that's consumed my heart all these years. You, always there, always. Every day I looked at you in the mirror, like a dark cloud I couldn't see through.
Depression?
I let you take control of my life. I believed it was right to feel like this.
It happens.
But not any longer. This ends here.
Then blow out the candle.
Nah,
No,
not this time.
I'm done playing your stupid little games. You won't tell me what to do anymore. I am stronger than you. I can close my eyes and you'll be gone.
Blow out the candle.
It's time to say goodbye, sister. I'm not gonna miss you.
You will never leave this place without me. You need me. We are one.
No.
Depression.
Tomato. You were thinking about a tomato, right?
Tomato is a fruit, silly.
Who cares? I like tomatoes.
So do I.
Tomato.
But I hate to disappoint you, but I was really thinking of onions.
Why onions?
They're the saddest of the vegetables, of course. They make people cry.
True.
What happened, Mrs. A? I saw you die. And yet, you're here. Alive, like if nothing's ever happened.
Well, let's put it this way. Everyone knows cats have 9 lives. So do cat ladies, apparently. But this time, I feel there won't be second chances. I'm down to one last life now. I can't afford to waste it.
You are such a nutter, Mrs. A. You are absolutely fucking bonkers. But I'm so happy to see you. Never, ever do that to me again, alright?
I can happily promise you that, Mitzi.
This is it. His room is through that door. It's time to face the Eye of Adam.
What are we waiting for? Let's do it.
Rockahula. What's with all the pictures? A cripple?
You're
Well, that would explain why he lives with
the
his dad.
Eye of Adam. A pathetic, wheelchair-bound invalid.
So, what do we
Is
do?
this a joke?
Nope.
Do
It's
you-
for real.
Do you know who I am? Do you know what you've done to me?
What the?
You fucking murderer! Tonight it's your turn to die.
Where'd you get the gun?
I'm gonna paint this picture of your brains and I'm gonna watch and smile. I swear to God I'll do it. Well, nothing to say? Nothing at all? Aren't you going to beg for your sad little life? Say something! Anything!
Mitzi, where did you get that gun from?
It doesn't matter. Please, Mrs. A. This is something I have to do.
This entire time you said you just wanted to talk.
You don't have to be a part of it. Just try to understand. Beg for forgiveness, you scum. What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't believe I'm gonna shoot you, do you? Oh, I've dreamt of this moment for so long.
Look at this man, Mitzi. He hasn't twitched a muscle since we entered the room. I think he's paralyzed.
Quadriplegic? Well, no, it'd be more than that.
Impossible. He's lying to us. He's faking it. Do something. Talk for God's sake. I need you to answer me. I need to know.
He won't answer you. He can't talk.
Then, how did he post all that stuff online? What the?
Okay, he's not actually animated. Makes sense, though.
think I know how. See that little device on his left eye? I've heard about these. It's a controller. It seems the only part of his body he can move is his eyeball.
The
Controller
eye,
connected to the computer tracks its movement, allowing him to...
What? That's ridiculous.
You're watching it right
How
now.
do you even know such things?
She's a former
I'm
nurse.
a nurse? I've seen these before. Well, I've seen eye-controlled wheelchairs, but there's no reason why it wouldn't work with a computer.
Jesus. That would explain the whole Eye of Adam thing.
Didn't I just say that?
Is just the eye. But no, that doesn't change anything. He must die. He deserves nothing more.
Go. But the D is on this side.
What? You arrogant shit. I will fucking do it. Just tell me one thing. One thing. Why? Why did you make Jack kill himself? Fine. It'll be a pleasure. Ready to die, scumbag?
Look at these oxygen tanks. I don't think it's a good idea.
What? Why not? I'm the one holding a gun here.
It's flammable.
And I will blow this bastard's brain out.
Dude,
as
you're
soon as he looks at
surrounded
me.
by a potential
me?
fireball.
Look at me! I want you to see what you've done. The pain you've caused me.
Mitzi, that's not what I meant. Just put the gun down for a second.
No! No. I can't do that, Mrs.
Yes,
A.
you can.
I'm sorry. This is something I have to do. I have to.
Can't you hear that hissing sound? These cylinders are clearly leaking gas.
Please stay out of it.
No!
You'll make a whole room blow up.
You'll make the whole place
I
blow up.
don't care.
Really? So you don't care if
Leave
Mrs.
me
A
alone.
dies?
Fine. Kill him.
This is from Jack.
Okay. I didn't see that coming. At all.
It's me. Again. Talking about my ordinary little life. As usual. I'm still surprised anyone would want to read this at all. The ramblings of a cat lady. Maybe I'm not a cat lady anymore. Things have changed here since Mitzi's death. She made a terrible mistake by letting her hatred take over. Whatever time she had left, she lost it right there when she pulled the trigger. It was Adam's final victory. He wanted to die, after all, but he also managed to take one more soul with him. I was lucky, for once. Hardly even got injured. The explosion just swept me out of that room, and I stayed alive. I wish I was able to stop Mitzi, to talk her out of it, but I didn't. I'm not sure if I'm more angry with her for firing that gun, or with myself for failing to save her. I still miss her, though, every day. Did I ever mention I got into all this because of her? I opened her laptop 6 months later, and there it was, a friend request. Something I forgot about a long time ago, a little gift from behind the grave. I met some people. We go out sometimes, and I'm not alone anymore. It turned out there were others who felt like I did. I talked to them, tried to help.
That was the past. Give yourself the chance. Move on from here. Can't think clearly. All I can do is cry. Jeez. It's not your fault. We're all here.
And now, I'm writing this blog. I must confess, yesterday was bad. It was one of those days when you feel like you're back in the past, and all the good stuff that happened was just a dream. But I woke up today, feeling better. Maybe I can never get rid of it. This invisible illness.
Depression.
Maybe it will always be living somewhere deep inside me, asleep, waiting. And when it'll hit me hard.
Yikes. Admittedly, I've never seen anyone choose that ending. And I'm like, oh, I'll still have more options. No. But yeah, I've never seen that ending before.
But if there's one thing Mitzi taught me, it's that you have to pick yourself up and carry on. It doesn't matter that life isn't fair. It doesn't matter that you make mistakes. You fall and rise again. Worlds full of liars, traitors, cowards. But every now and then, you meet someone like Mitzi, who will just smile at it all. Now, I've forgiven the world and myself too. I teach myself to smile again. One day I'll get there. I know I will. Even if it takes me not 9, but 900 lives.
You open up your heart. Wham! Right in the heart. Okay, so that was more of a interactive movie, if anything. Holy cow, though, the subject matter is heavy. Like, really heavy. I honestly didn't think I'd get through this game. I probably shouldn't have done it all in one setting, but I wanted it over and done with. With that said, I would not actually recommend playing it. I would recommend watching it. If you didn't like the ending I did, I'm pretty sure you can do the, I think it's Cryotic. I think he did Cat Lady too. But if I remember correctly, he actually didn't tell, Hangman. He didn't have Susan say, fine, kill him. He actually tried to prevent her from doing that. And I'm just like, I wonder, cause click, and then poosh. I'm like, oh, that didn't kill Susan. I'm actually kind of surprised. But with that said, that is the end of the Cat Lady. I will see you guys in the next episode. Woof. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Till then, Unoraptormon signing out. Ooh. I need hugs and chocolate. That was a really heavy game.